Thank you very much, Alex. We do appreciate that. We are ready, and it's going to be the last 3 games of the day. Sam, are you ready as well?
Damn straight, Anders. Do you feel like a player, though? That's the thing, man. Do you feel like a player?
Not recently. I feel like I'll have to make up for it at some point. But I've been trying to keep it chill. Just kind of try to keep a steady life, reasonable life, trying to be a reasonable human being, just for a couple of days at least.
It's tough.
It is tough. It's not easy. It goes against my nature, but I'm struggling. I'm really struggling to do it.
Hey.
Yeah. No. I pack my gym shoes and I did that for a while without going to the gym, but it just kind of felt good to have them in my luggage. And now I go to the gym as well, and it's a slow progress, one step at a time and all that. But yeah, so I'm trying. It's like string one day at a time together and all that.
Dude, that's best that any of us can do. Boom. Done.
It is.
That's the end of our counseling session. Now let's go ahead and get into the match.
I mean, something that is actually interesting and fun. And this game could be outrageous, couldn't it?
Fnatic Navi.
Yeah.
At one point in time, right, this would be just this raging match. This would be insane because you'd be talking about two of the very best teams in the field, but both of these teams have been struggling to find the form, right, that they are on paper capable of, right, that we should expect to see from them. It's been a lot of internal struggles for Navi, individual performances for Fnatic that we're lacking. We're now seeing the return of some of these players, though, and so it feels like both of these teams are on the up and up. So it's interesting now to see, like, we get this clash here, best of one in the groups on a map that they both like. I think we're in for some great CS.
I mean, they're going to have to be on the up and up because there are so many other teams from different regions. We just watched G2, and even yesterday they looked really good, right? Mm-hmm. We've got Danish Counter-Strike somewhere out there as well. So if you're Fnatic or Navi and you're not improving your game now, it's going to be trouble.
You're going to be left in the dust.
Yeah.
Especially when, well, granted, G2 haven't really played against the very top just yet this tournament, but they're looking very good, right?
Yeah, man.
Even memes, just coming back.
You just have to look in Shoxy's eyes when he's playing, and you can tell the focus. That's all you need to.
Oh my god,
it's so good.
So much. Why is it that like when we go live, my nose just starts itching like mad? All right, sorry everybody if I'm snuffling. Goddamn plants have to start just spewing all over the place.
We'll send someone. We'll send someone.
Bring back the snow, please.
We'll get the allergy meds. Don't worry. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. If you are just joining us, this is the first of the last of the 3 games today. Does that make any sense? Yes, LTV StarSeries, and it's Navi versus Fnatic, and it's Navi starting on the CT side of overpass and Fnatic on the T side, and it will be interesting to see. So far, it's a fairly slow start from Fnatic. They have even dropped the bomb all the way back in the hallways there by T-Spawn just to make sure that they don't give anything away. JW going to be walking in, and Guardian takes a quick pick and just instantly back. And it's kind of good that he can fall back. There was actually no one there to help him, so he could have even been shot in the back by the fountain there, but he lives.
Fight another day. A little bit of information gained there in sewers as well. With the quick peek, just trying to make some noise. They haven't committed anywhere yet, Fnatic. Still going for this very loose kind of map control style. And this plays to their strengths. This is a team that relies heavily on duels, on individuals to have strong performances to get the job done for them. But when Edward manages to get boosted up and find the lucky headshot or the surprise headshot on Crims to start things off, that's a bit frustrating for Fnatic. It's backfired, Anders.
Yeah, that was very well done by Edward. Now, they still have 3 people in B because they actually don't know if there was anyone else out there. It could have been that Edward was about to, Crims was about to boost on the other side, but now they are slowly gravitating Edward back towards the A-bomb side, and that is the right move. Any second now, it's going to pop off here at the A-bomb site, and sees this already looking for it, trying to get the first clicks in, but he's going to fall back reloading, almost gets caught by JW, and now Guardian on the other angle by the truck. He takes down JW, another headshot comes in, Flusher's gone and out, and Guardian looking for more. It's going to be Edward instead to close it off. All headshots from the Navi side. What a crisp round.
That is... Well, the level that we're seeing from Guardian right now is sick. It's like the return. It's feeling like he's confident again. It's all about confidence. When you're looking for these duels, it's all about mind-gaming your opponents and just feeling like you're going to hit the shots. And so far, what we've seen from the tournament, Guardian's been looking great. And he just starts off strong here versus Fnatic. 2 brutal headshots that completely crush the push. And well, now we get to see if Guardian, maybe I cursed him.
Yeah.
He's standing still. I thought the game froze for a second, but then I heard the footsteps.
He's moving again, so maybe all is well. Seems like it is. It was a weird round for Navi in the sense that they didn't have very much information. They spotted the connector, but then like a minute passed where nothing happened and they didn't know anything. They got the kill in Crims outside of B, but at that point, even then, they didn't know, is the rest of Fnatic B or A? No one knew until they stepped foot in the A-bomb side. And they just got all the headshots anyway, but Yeah, normally, if you're playing on the CT side, you want more information than that.
You want at least a little bit of an early warning system in place. This round, though, it's bare bones for Fnatic. They didn't get many kills last round, so they don't have too much money to throw around. So it's going to be a lot of Tech-9's Deagles, just the Kevlar. No nades to help them get onto the bomb site, though. That's where Navi have a pretty firm advantage, still with 3 smokes, a good number of flashes, and even Simple with the HE. I like the balance coming out here from Navi as well. I don't know if Flamey really should be going for the FAMAS. You might want to just go for a UMP if you're skimping, but the 2 M4s there to back it up. It's a healthy mix.
Flashbang timing between the two players is pretty good. You can see that Seized is just playing right now on contact. He wants to hear someone, he's going to run in, but a lot of people are on the other side, and those Tech-9s are lethal at this range. Luckily, Flamey picks up a couple of good kills, and it will be the round for Navi here. So just initial scare there for Seized. A lot of players that he managed to run into, but it worked out all right.
And a very quick rotation from A. No time wasted at all.
I've got to say, these camera shots that Starladder have put in are just so cool. I absolutely love them.
Wasn't that always been like the calling card? Like StarSeries, they used to have the team gloves, right? And then
Yeah,
you have like all of the little details around the map.
It's true, but I think they've steadily improved them. Like these new shots of like you know, so you sort of see the maps from different points of view. It's really cool. I'm a really big fan of it. It's a nice synergy because the map developers have done a better job of, you know, just making the maps look better, and Valve in general have sort of, you know, made the maps look better and better. Now we can actually even show them in that way. So I kind of appreciate that. Obviously, Simple caught completely out in the open, so even if they only had Glocks, they still get the kill on him, and that's a bit of a shame, but ultimately not going to have a big impact in the round here as Crims will go down. Guardian with a triple UMP, not at all bad.
Why isn't he saving the M4?
It's a good question.
Both M4s lost in that round. What are they doing, Navi? It's small mistakes like that where you're just like, come on. I know you're talking about confidence. I know you're feeling it, Simple. You want to go and look for fights, but you've got the most expensive gun on your team.
Yeah.
Why are you leaving it in a place where your teammates can't even get to it?
Yeah,
So
there's no backup or anything.
They save an MP9. Luckily, Guardian gets 3 kills with the UMP, so fair enough. You made 1,800 bucks. Good on you, Guardian, but still, costly round in the end for Navi there. And that was against a hard eco, a Glock eco as well from Fnatic.
This is a bit better now, looking to be flashed in. Simple, fairly aggressive, so smokes go up, and actually it looks like they're trying to just take control of this whole part of the map. Normally you just want to show your presence here and maybe have a bit of a fight. They're actually looking to force Fnatic back, and they just have to be very careful because there's still a player out there now. JW's got them sandwiched in. On the other side is Olofmeister. This could get scary.
How bizarre. And Simple just stomping around. Olofmeister hears him coming for days and yet still misses the fight. JW, though, will get the trade. Still 2 kills for Simple. But it's a man advantage now for Fnatic in this chaotic round. That really felt a little disjointed there for Navi. Like, they wanted to go aggressive, but then they left gaps in the defense, which got them punished.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. For one thing, they let Olofmeister through, and then the next problem was they couldn't control JW by the stairwell. So both those things contributing to a bit of a weird position here. And also, JW with some excellent kills. Dennis landing a headshot on Flamey. And that leaves Guardian 1 versus 3. AWP up on top. That smoke going to make sure they can put the bomb down. And very little chance he can find any. Oh, he takes down Dennis. Stole the words right out of my mouth. And now he's going to be jumping down off the balcony. Another smoke is up already. This is madness. Guardian pushing in close with the AWP. Looking for Flusher, but he can't get the quick scope. That's so close. JW with the triple instead, and Fnatic surviving the scare. That was very, very close.
They heard more. They heard you wanted more, Anders. I actually saw the graphics. I had no idea. I walked by production yesterday. I saw him actually doing this. So sick. I was like, he's doing a cartoon. That's cool. You know, it was on a PC, whatever. Didn't actually see it in the graphics yet.
It's excellent.
I love it. What I also love is the wallbang from Guardian. How sick is that? You can actually wallbang. Well, I know you can wallbang through the top stack of that like wooden pallet crate.
Right, so
stack,
if you're at an even angle, you can shoot through that box with a Glock. People don't know this, but you can. But the problem is when you are at the elevated angle up by the sniper spot, you're shooting through several layers, and so the whole wallbanging system in Counter-Strike is really interesting. But part of it has to do with sort of 3 things: material, and the angle that you're shooting at, and the weapon you're shooting at, and the angle is just another way of saying the thickness of whatever. But obviously those 2 things are correlate. So yeah, it's quite cool. So when you're shooting at that angle, they have to be really close to the edge if you want to get a shot in. If they're in the default spot, sort of center of the box, you're not going to be able to hit them from there. I've tried very many times, but yeah, the dead even angle, if you're down on the lower ground, you can shoot right through the Glock.
Just you know, sometimes stars align.
Yeah,
It looks good for Guardian. And you can't blame him for trying to get the 1v2 at that point, right? He got in there before the bomb was even planted. He had plenty of time to work with. And so tries to go for the hero play. Doesn't pan out. 3-1 situation here for Navi. And a force buy on their hands as well. Simple maybe regretting, losing those guns earlier, because that definitely took a bite out of their economy.
That jumping position that Guardian is in is one that we see. Oh, Olofmeister, he actually spots it and he gets the shot. That's a very good job. Simple going down. That is, in a way, it's good to get the information, but you don't want to be that close with the AWP. But yeah, this jumping behind the default box, someone's going to have to come up with a better way of peeking the restrooms from here, because it's so dangerous.
You really do leave yourself open to punishment. 3 players on the A side, though. This is doable here for Navi. Point blank shot, and Guardian somehow survives both kills. And now that allows for Flamey to rotate up from B, but Guardian doesn't even need his help. Hunts down Olofmeister on the site. 3 kills for Guardian in a key round for Navi to keep them alive here in the first half.
That second player was so close. He could have kicked Guardian in the face, and he still got the kill. That's out of control, and probably going to be a bit upsetting for Fnatic, because that was a very good start for them. As soon as Olof wins that fight over at long, they should be in a great position. Just this first kill, okay, great, but this is just, that's too much. He should have gone down.
And he doesn't hesitate at all. Right on the edge. It works out perfectly for him. Still, another sick round to save it on A for Navi. Guardian really coming through for his team right now on that bomb site. And this should be a force buy situation now for Fnatic. I mean, yes, they got a few kills in the last round, and so they're thinking low eco for Navi. They still haven't recovered. Go for the force and see if we can make something happen. And it looks like they want to try and go in as a group, which makes sense. If you're running against an op, Guardian can't get 3 kills every time. Run at him with a bunch of Tech 9s.
You say that, Semler, but got to be careful. This time instead, it's Simple, who's been taken out early in a couple of the past rounds, but this time it's looking much better. Olofmeister and Flusher are left 2-on-4 here, and Edward showing up. Flusher now just all alone trying to do the extra damage at the end. I mean, it's not that bad. They get a couple of kills in a round like this. Fnatic keep the economy somewhat even for them. Not really the end of the world.
See, Olaf got the memo. Just like, right, kill Guardian. Okay.
Just do that.
He did that. The rest of his team, though, ran into like the one person they wanted to avoid, which was the M4. You want to start running at that M4 once you've killed Guardian, once you have like that momentum going onto the site. Simple, though, having none of it. And, well, now Navi, they're in a pretty comfortable position. They're going to be able to get that UMP in play, see if Seized can find any kills with it, make some more money. But more importantly, they can buy again in the next round if they lose this one. Ooh. But in an anti-eco situation, this is really shaping up to be a strong start to the first half here for Navi.
I am loving the aggression over by the playground area. Just, it's going to put so much pressure on the T side, especially if they keep doing it. So I wonder if they can have more success with that in the future. Simple opening up the door and taking out Olofmeister and realizing there's a second player there, but a bit uncomfortable if he gets sandwiched, so don't mind him playing a bit defensively here.
Got to be careful. Doesn't want to overextend. It's not like he has support from short either. And so putting some shots through, he's about to get run down. Dennis right hot on his heels. Not going to find the burst shot, and there it is. Seized. Drive by with the UMP, and they know exactly where Flush is playing from as well. He managed to pick up, he didn't pick up the gun, but he got the kill on Simple eventually. But this is really interesting how things are developing for Navi, and this has got to be so frustrating for Fnatic, because Fnatic are expecting Navi to play like a calm, structured style, right? You know, that's kind of Navi's calling card. Simple's just throwing that element of chaos into things that's really throwing Fnatic off. Clearly not expecting Simple to be in connected that round, right? They just got completely caught off guard there, Fnatic.
Yeah, and especially with the early aggression over by the playground, it's kind of hard to keep him isolated. Right now, it's him and Guardian doing most of the work. Edward, pretty high up there as well. Fnatic with another good round here where they could potentially turn it around. I mean, it's not too late. 6-1. If they can just win this one, then they're not in such a bad state once again. But they kind of have to. There's another boost going on down at the B bomb site, and they actually cancel it fairly quickly. So maybe they missed this shot. They can't stay there forever anyway, because that leaves Simple alone on A.
Boom. Oh, I was hoping you'd make it happen. It was so close, but now, yep, Guardian. Smells blood in the water, goes hunting, finds Crims. There's the opening kill for Navi. So that's the side. I mean, they still have Flusha alive over in T-spawn, but they've just lost control of sewers. Monster is a little bit scary now as well because he doesn't have the angle, and so it's going to be a focus on a site. Simple holding aggressive long this time around. Not our favorite spot.
No. I mean, it depends, right? In this particular scenario, it could be great, because if he wins against Olofmeister and realize no one else is there, then the rest of the air attack is going to get destroyed. Like, there's no way they can push up with him still being on long. But if he goes down now, then a lot of trouble here. Now, finally, someone's actually shown up to help. That's Guardian down there. Olof going to win the first fight, and now trouble begins. But Guardian playing at the edge of the smoke. That's very clever. And now the rest of the push. Can they make their way through Fnatic here? It's 4-on-3 at the moment. Up on the box, and Dennis going to be taking down Guardian. That's a big kill coming in here for Dennis. And it gives them chance to plant the bomb here. Wrapping in from behind is seized. They're very close by with the UMP. But in fact, it's Edward and Flamey doing all of the work. And Fnatic in the after plant, they can't do a single thing.
Now they get completely trucked. 2 kills again for Guardian. Would love to see a scoreline right now, because it just feels like every time they're going towards that A site, Guardian is having a huge impact. Although it was obviously action B this round, still, Guardian, he's just everywhere right now. It feels like such a long time since we've been able to say that as well. Since Simple joined the team, it felt like he was taking up a lot of space. It wasn't really, you could tell that Guardian was affected by it. Wasn't really feeling comfortable. You saw a lot of low score lines out of him.
Yes.
But so far in this tournament, man, Guardian, he's showing up. It seems like Navi are finally figuring out how to make the system work.
That's obviously very good news. And this is the pistol round that we're just getting a bit of a throwback to, but yeah, very, very impressive start for Edward. In pistol rounds, you know, it makes sense. They've gone back to sort of the, you know, this naming scheme where you have, you know, your sort of your first name and then, you know, all of that stuff. It is sort of a throwback to 1.6 days.
Yeah, I would just like to see the nicknames first.
Yeah, it does throw you off, doesn't it, every once in a while?
Yeah, when you're just like taking a glance at the kill feed and you're like, all right, who got that kill? Yoan. Right, Edward. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sure eventually, especially because we've got a Dennis on either team now, eventually someone's going to read that out wrong if they haven't already. So we had a bit of a quick break, and now we're right back into it here. 7-1 in favor of Navi, and moving into the 9th round. And things are looking great for the CIS team. Flamey, though, going to get immediately taken down. And now it's seized on the other angle, but wrapping in from behind is Flusher, and Crim's, in fact, going to be the one to pick up the kill now. It's a 3-on-3. The bomb going to be denied there. Simple not allowing it. A second headshot comes in, taking down Flusher, and now all on JW. 1 versus 3, and he can't really do much. And you couldn't really have expected him to do it either. So a really expensive round here for Navi, but they win it regardless.
Yeah, that's still, I think, a half buy coming out from Fnatic, so I mean, that's a terrific round as far as Fnatic are concerned. They didn't get the bomb plant, but they still did a lot of economic damage to Navi. And that's, I mean, it's simple, saving the day. Again, this constant presence he has around connector, around mid, allows him to rotate so quickly over towards B. He just saved the day. Because if that bomb gets planted, then that's where Fnatic really shine. They know how to play after plants so well. It's very rare that they actually make mistakes in that sort of scenario. So there's that same smoke going towards the stairs at top mid, exactly. Simple, blocking him off. A little bit of an HE there just to say hello. He peppers JW and Crims.
I don't understand why he puts the smoke like this, because that smoke specifically allows for Olofmeister to sneak in through the playground area, so it doesn't actually keep the terrorist back all that much. Now, it's actually possible to smoke off the actual top of the stairs there, all the way from CT spawn. You can throw that smoke all the way from CT spawn if you wanted to. But you can probably do it from the restrooms too if you wanted to wait a bit. So I'm not sure what exactly that position accomplishes. But if nothing else, it makes Fnatic slow down a lot. They have to check all the corners, because they don't know Simple could be hiding anywhere. And if they had more grenades, they probably would even use some of them just to try and clear out the corners. Dennis walking out, bit of an open fight here. He actually commits fully to it, and somehow nobody goes down. What is this?
Yeah, what? Simple, though. He's not going to miss. Finds the headshot on Dennis. Going to be looking for the follow-up, because why not? More aggression from Simple. He feeds off of this. Olofmeister is the last man alive, and the bomb just got dropped in mid. So he's left to kind of contemplate things over here at long. They just cannot seem to get anything going for him. Fnatic, when your strength relies on your ability to take duels and win them, well, Navi are winning all the duels. When you have Simple just wrecking you round after round, and Guardian's there too, Fnatic seem to me like they're at a loss right now.
Yeah, and when Simple is in this mood, it's very hard to do anything about it. Tapping away there, but Olofmeister not going to be able to do another triple kill for Simple. And this is exactly it. You know, if you had someone who had to teach, you know, a new player how should you play Counter-Strike, when Simple gets that first kill in Restroom, the first engagement he has, everything tells you go back. Look at this right here. 5 versus 3, 45 seconds left. Go back and play the bomb site. There's no reason to take this fight, and he does. And you have to imagine it's just going to get in Fnatic's head eventually. They just haven't. It's just uncontrollable, you know.
I know exactly what Fnatic are shouting to themselves right now as well. What is this idiot doing?
Yeah. but that's how it must feel. But that in some warped way, that is also the power of it, and that's also one of the reasons why he's got so many fans and so many people who love watching him play, because it's just so crazy.
It's the ultra aggression, man. Stewie, known for it as well. Just get in your opponent's faces. These guys.
Yeah, but this is look at where every round starts off with 4 people in B for Navi and Simple alone in the restrooms. It's quite a bold setup, but it's been working great. 9-1, moving into the 11th round. They're back on Tech 9s and pistols. Miserable first half here for the Fnatic side.
This is fantastic, though. Look at this. Close quarters. Fnatic grouped up. They're ready to go. They should be able to run Simple down. No problem at all. Yep. Going to be able to trade 1 for 1, and that's actually better than he should get. But there's Guardian missing the first shot. Gets the follow-up, though. Still 2 kills for him. Again, 2 kills for Guardian. A man advantage going into the retake now for Navi.
And that's big. Coming in with a shot there is Edward. That leaves Flusher alone. They needed that bomb plant once again, and they just couldn't get it. So, a bit sloppy play. I mean, I think everyone has been in that situation where your strafe shot isn't quick enough. You know, they just run past you. You just can't really track them quick enough. But
That's you can tell there from Simple. You know, it's just like shit. You know, like hold down mouse 1, pray that you're gonna get like a lucky shot. And he got the spray in the end, but
oh man, yeah. But eventually it works out all right anyway. And this time they actually swap out the setup quite a bit here. You see the fairly aggressive play coming out. They're going to be playing 3 men over at the restrooms. So a very, very clear indication that Navi feel like it's time to swap out of this strategy before Fnatic figure it out.
But again, now they've just got complete control towards Fountain. Top mid. He's even got Edward there to back him up this time, Simple, so he's not alone. They even re-smoke it, so just trying to buy a maximum amount of time here.
But look at Flusher. This is great timing by Flusher. Really great intuitive play. He's all the way down in B. He wouldn't have been able to do this a couple of rounds ago, but now he's actually got a pretty big opening into it. But he needs to get a kill quick, and there's the headshot on Guardian. Really high-level play coming out of Flusher here, and if they win this round, most of it, well, right now will be because of him. They've lost Crims in the meantime. Flusher ready and waiting. Edward jumping down, sliding off the side, and takes down Flusher. What is happening? Tony Hawk would have loved that play, and now it's Dennis and JW left 2 versus 4. Somehow Navi are right back in the round. Edward, absolute madman. JW going to be going down. It's Flamey with the kill, and now it's all on Dennis. 1 versus 3. They've got no health left, but it doesn't matter. Seized will take him down. I need a replay. I need someone to Photoshop a skateboard right onto Edward in that situation. Can we do that?
Midair, coming off the vert.
Yeah, that's what he did. Like, he could have done, I don't know. Do you know any skateboard terms, like an ollie? What are the things that people do? He could have done quite a few tricks, that's what I'm trying to say, going down.
Exactly. At a loss, man. Wasn't it Tony Hawk who did, like, the 900? Yeah, I think it was.
Well, there it is.
That was way back.
Someone Photoshopped Tony Hawk into that one. This is not encouraging, is it?
Well, no, especially because Edward is right up there. You've got 3 guys just going ham. Seized and Flamey don't even really need to step up. And, well, yeah, JW, he's looking sly. But in-game, not so much right now. This is just a simple shot. I mean, this is the thing. They said, hey, if you want to go aggressive, if this is how we're going to play it, we're just going to run right at you. Simple is just, it seems like the game plan has changed for Navi, where they've really just given him total freedom to do what he wants here in these halves. He even had Seized up there boosting him. So not only was Edward there to back him up, but Seized was boosting him. But basically Simple has the run of the show, and it's clearly working for him right now.
Yeah, and he's playing. What's interesting as well is he's very clearly playing a position that he could have used the AWP with if he wanted to, but he hasn't. Edward going to be taking down JW. That was jumping up on the shelves inside of the connector, which you can do without being boosted. People didn't realize this for a while. You can just make that jump. You can either do it from all the way at the top of the ladder, but you can, or the stairwell, but you can actually go midway into the stairwell as well and just make the jump there. You don't even have to risk any fall damage at all if you want to. So there are 2 different ways of doing it from that ladder, or sorry, from the stairwell. Now 4 versus 5 here, and the bomb all the way over by the playground. And what is it doing there? Olofmeister put out a smoke just now from that position, so surely one smoke is not going to fake the whole Navi team. They can't be thinking that, Fnatic.
Well, it's a smoke to top mid, it looks like. So trying to deny information into mid. from Navi. There's one Incendiary with the follow-up HE. Flush up point blank with that UMP. Nearly manages to pick up the kill on Flamey as well. That was cutting it close. But Simple's still here. There's 3 players on the B site ready to accept them, and there we go. Dennis gets obliterated. Crims is there to trade, but it's still a man advantage here for Navi.
Not sure I'm a fan of them throwing that smoke, but we'll see how it goes here. 30 seconds left, all of us down and out, and next in line will be Crims. What if they had the smoke to smoke off sniper spot? I don't, I probably wasn't that, but I just don't understand, like, they can't be thinking that one smoke would fake out all of Navi, you know? So why not just save it and use it for the B execute?
Especially because Navi played that so well. Edward gets the first kill in Connector. They were still ultra aggressive at top mid, right? You know, over towards Fountain. Everybody falls back from Navi and they start playing from the sites. So they're showing that they have some restraint as well. I'm wondering if that's Andy behind them, kind of like tapping Simple on the shoulder, like, come on, bro, enough's enough. Like, start playing it just a little bit careful. Bring it just a little bit back. Don't HE each other, Fnatic.
Didn't really do as much damage as I thought it would have, but still. Not exactly encouraging. Not a good way to get started. Guardian close, and he's not going to get the shot now. He's got just a bit of backup over here. Simple spraying both of them down. I said a bit of backup, but he is just a rock right now. 5 versus 3. Dennis, Flusher, and Crims are left here. They need something, Fnatic. Anything at this point. This first half has not been working out at all for them.
No, they just haven't gotten into the server. It just feels like they're just nowhere to be found, Fnatic. Eventually. But in the meantime, Flusher gets caught by Flamey over on short, and so still a 2-man advantage now for Navi. And Guardian is still in the fight.
In some ways, it is just even a sort of deeper peek into Simple's mind, because he's at 16 health, and he just keeps on pushing. You know, he's just still aggressive, still thinking, nah, I could probably still get another kill and just push in there. A lot of players probably would have fallen back to the safety of the A-bomb site. Again, Guardian with this peek, that I keep thinking that someone's going to have to find a better way to look down that angle, because everyone looks at top of those boxes, and it can be pretty dangerous.
Well, there's the spot. 30 seconds left. Guardian using his nades to try and save some time. Crims with the timing. Perfect shot. Drops Guardian. And now only a single-man advantage, but Edward, clever angle from him. He's going to be able to spot Crims trying to clear long. Big spray. Steps into it. Dennis gets down to 42, but he finds the kill on the rotator. Flamey is down, and it's all on Seized, but Seized, he's playing the long game here.
Yes, he is. Dennis, can he take this round for his team? He's quite out in the open here, falling back behind the truck. He sees him. Now he knows. Dennis has all the information he needed. He's going to go for a bit of a repeat there, and sees this on the other side, and he's plenty of time to go for the fight the first time around. It's only going to be his head showing here. Dennis has got it perfectly calculated. That was a nice position, and a quad kill for Dennis. They win that round after a pretty big clutch, and you can see Fnatic just no reaction at all. No. They know that they can't really start celebrating just yet.
I was about to say, we're Navi going to actually get that 14-1 finish. The perfect clear run after dropping one round. But if it's going to take Dennis getting quad kills and clutches, basically, 1v2s to get you rounds, Fnatic, we should just...
Auto sniper.
There we go. All right, Flamey does this every now and again, though. It is kind of one, like, he's feeling comfortable. Okay, go for the auto sniper, see if it works.
Is he going to try and wallbang? You can wallbang connector with that from the boost that they've got going on, but it seems like they gave up on that. Over at long, quick kill from Edward and an even faster reply from Crims. So just a trade there. Now that leaves Simple, and he has just been the king of this whole area. It seems like he, at the very least, he trades evenly and probably more than that, but I spoke too soon, and Crims will instantly take him down. That's a really good job.
Yeah, good info played there from Crims, actually. His teammates spotted Simple getting back into restrooms, and so he was ready. Points for trying with the Bank Molotov didn't work. Guardian's there to find the kill on JW, though, and now he's got the angle on long as well. Or no, that's Flamey with the Scar 20. But still, this is a perfect spot for the Scar 20. Even with that smoke going down, if you're going to try and push through, Flamey can just tap all day through that smoke.
Look at where our friend Seized has gone. All the way down connector. There's almost no... if they find him here, it almost has to be sort of accidental.
Look at all the information he's getting as well. He's hearing him stomping all over the place.
Yeah. He knows, and he's a bit worried that they're going to come down, cramming down the ladder. In fact, he's got the grenade out going up the ladder, and he's right behind them. Right now, timing is everything. He's going to call it into his teammates, and they're both going to be rotating back. They should know. Crims, his spider senses are tingling, and he turns around, he gets a spray! Crims! Did Dennis make... oh, so did Seized make just enough noise? I think he might have. Unreal. You could see he wasn't even really sure, but that is some heads-up play coming in from Crims. And Dennis, Dennis in the meantime has gone down now. Flamey With the auto sniper, gonna make it jump down again. Sliding off of the edge. Not really sure where to get the connection from. Flusher will be able to get a kill, and looks like Fnatic could maybe get a third round. Flamey's picked up the AWP. He's gonna have one chance taking down Crimson. He will. Now Flusher on the other side, and Edward also Flamey walking in. Can't do it. Man, that was close. Ultimately, it will be the round for Fnatic.
And well, now you have, what, a couple minutes now if you're Fnatic to ponder, to try and figure out what you're going to do here on the CT side. If you can show that same level of aggression that we saw from Navi, from Simple in this first half, Guardian with the double kills, which felt like every round. I mean, Navi just let their foot off the gas towards the end there. They've given Fnatic a chance to fight back, but 12-3.
We'll be back after just a quick break for the second half, so stay with us. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready here with the second half, Fnatic and Navi, and we were just talking about the outrageous difference in kills on the Navi and Fnatic teams here. It's yeah, it's gone out of control at this point, and it doesn't seem like there's any way back for Fnatic at all.
No, not unless their players just completely wake up here. What are you going to do if between Simple and Guardian, you got two guys going 19 kills, and then, hey, it's not like there's a big gap between them and the third guy. Edward's up there with like 15, 16, so I mean, people are hitting shots on Navi. Nobody on Fnatic seems to really step up apart from the quad kill clutch for Dennis in that one round.
Yeah, that was the highlight.
Basically.
I guess Crims in the last round as well. There's far between those kind of highlights here. JW close with the C-set, 75, and he's going to miss the chance. Instead, Simple will take him down now. Olaf in a lot of trouble, but he's got backup, and great play between Crims and Olaf there, taking care of Edward and Simple.
Interesting that Flamey, watching from Monster, didn't actually... Well, he was holding so passively, he just couldn't protect his teammates in Connector. Allowed for Fnatic to take over sewers without any real warning, but now he's worked his way out onto the B side. Olafmeister not going to get caught off guard. Still, there's one headshot for Flamey, looking for another, and he's going to get it as well. Look at this, he's just messing around at this point. They're running back. Crims is pinned down.
And he's running right back into the rest of the Navi team. They're going to come chase him down. Crims gets dropped. He had no escape, and now it's all on Flusher. He's going to be jumping down into the B-bomb side. They must have already heard that, so they've got a pretty good opportunity here to take him down 1 versus 3, and they're all going to come running, and he's got no chance. Too many targets, and Seized will take him down. My God, especially Flamey coming in there. That was a pretty good job.
Unbelievable. Unreal.
How did he stay alive for that long?
That's what I mean. He had 3 guys, and they hesitated. Olafmeister is there, but Crims, look at this, how he plays that angle so well. Like he keeps it into a 1v1 versus Olafmeister.
Yeah.
Crims was trying to get there to back it up with Olaf, but he was never able to find the angle on Flamey, and then it was too late. Olaf is down, and Flamey's holding that corner. So well done by Flamey. And well, that just saved it for Navi, and another disaster for Fnatic in what so far has been a pretty horrible map for them.
Yeah, they're just going to want to forget about this match at this point, you know. Time to move on. They are best of ones, obviously, so they're not going to have a chance for revenge immediately, but maybe that will come later. Certainly, it looks like a strong Navi, and being as close as I can suppose they can get to sort of home turf, they got to be fired up as well.
Weak Flash getting thrown in. Flush is definitely going to punish him for that. Looking to maybe blow that UMP back his way, but it's not going to happen. Simple won't let him. So another kill racked up for Simple, looking for the follow-up, but it's not. Dennis barely survives, and he manages to sneak back to the B side as well. Guardian has pinned Olafmeister down in the corner, though. Got to keep your cool, but he eventually finds the kill. 3-on-3 now.
A bit scary, especially with the low health on Guardian. Got to be careful when getting close to those pistols. The bomb's quite far back, and they have the time, so question is, are Fnatic going to have the nerve to just hang around on the bomb sites, or are they going to go and look? And you can tell already JW is going to do just that, and it pays off. Takes down Guardian, and is not afraid. He actually seems quite sure that no one else is there. Steals the AK.
Perfect. Gets that AK now. Holding long with the AK as well. That will be solid. It's a question of whether Flamey can create some space, and sure enough, he finds the kill. Gets JW looking the wrong way. Long range spray from Seized, and now it's a 1v2. Again, back-to-back rounds where Fnatic have the advantage, and somehow Navi find a way back into it.
Crims has still got a chance here, just with the 5-7 and the armor. And it's especially that Kevlar vest that's going to make the big difference, so he doesn't get aim-punched immediately. They both have AKs on the other side, and he needs a target, needs one quick as well, because once he starts defusing, it's going to be quite a lot of back and forth if he gets to that point, so he's going to have to draw them out eventually. There's the first shot attempt, but not going to be able to get it. Flamey will take him down instead, and Navi, you're right, stealing the round back again. That's frustrating, and it even looked like the spray from Seized with the UMP was pretty miserable, but
it's the power of the UMP. It just does so much damage, medium, even long range. As far as UMPs are, I mean, as far as SMGs are concerned, it's a real monster. And so, well, there we have it. It looked like there was a chance for Fnatic, and now they're going to have to go for a hard eco here, or just keep forcing. I mean, it's so close to the end at this point. You need to get whatever you can. And so, probably should just be another force buy coming up here for Fnatic to try and hold Navi back, but it's not looking likely. The UMP on Dennis, CZs, 5-7 on Crims. Let's see. Oh!
Walks right into it. Not the best way to get started in a round. Fnatic know they have to do something. Oh no, they just never got their foot on the ground in this game. They were just knocked out almost immediately. That's a bit strange.
Flusher blocked off. Dennis as well, kind of stuck in here. A good spot to have the UMP. He's going to be able to catch Flamey here at close quarters, and that's exactly what you're looking for with the SMG. Gets the headshot, hunts him down. The trade is there, though. Seized, hits a perfect headshot with the AK. 4-on-4, but a massive life lead here for Navi.
Both Olaf and Flusher here at the corner are so low on health, so if they use a Molotov or anything, there's not even, you might as well not even try and escape. That's it, you're just going to be done immediately. Pushing up fairly aggressively is Olaf, and the flashbang, it does work out well. He'll be able to get that kill. Flusher in the corner, though. One bullet away from death, and Edward going to be the one to deliver. That leaves Crims and JW trying to see if they can make a difference here. It's only 25 seconds left for Navi to get onto the bomb site here, but JW sneaking up from behind. AK tapping away, taking down Guardian, and now things are interesting.
Crims is so low. A lot of this is going to have to come down to JW. He has to hit some headshots here, and he's going to get the timing on Edward. Nade in hand on Edward. He goes down. JW hunting the last man, eventually finds the headshot. In this round, it's JW who's the hero. 3 kills for him with the stolen AK. And Fnatic, the one last gasp here, just staying in the fight no matter what. That's frustrating for Navi, because it seemed like they had, I mean, they knew where JW was coming from. They had to have known where JW was coming from.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I think they were thinking that he would be more passive and wait for his teammate or something on the other side, and he just beat that timing for them. So a bit of a comeback here for Fnatic, but still the road ahead is just so long. To see if it's going to make a difference now that they have actual weapons on the CT side, including, I think, that AWP on Dennis. That's the only thing that I can see could make a really big difference.
Oh, looking for the shots. There it is. JW overrun. Still alive, Crims and Toxic, though, and 3 quick kills, soon a 4th. Yes, Crims holds down the spray, manages to find his 2nd kill of the round. He'll die to Simple. This is a tough spot for Simple to find himself in now.
Oh, he's trying to crouch under the angle from the sniper spot. That's very interesting, but now he's forced out right into the crosshairs of Flusher. That was actually a round that was so quick that when they get the first kill on Elbend and they see the second guy playing all the way back B, they don't think there's going to be a third guy barrels. They think there's probably just a 2B right away. So we already got one, and everyone is just focused. You see even the people coming out of Monster Tunnel, like this kill right here on Edward, they just don't, or sorry, on Guardian, they just even not, they don't even look at barrels. They just think, no, that was it. There was just the 2 people. So the speed actually confused themselves.
Yeah, it's a shame considering the entry frag that Edward found there. But this is now the hard eco here for Navi. They finally been ground down to a halt, where they just don't have the money to buy. So 14-5, Navi 2 points away from winning this match, but Fnatic showing that they still have some fight in them. A full buy for Fnatic as well. So this should be a nice clean-cut round here for Fnatic. They're only going up against Glocks. And Olaf will eventually find the kill. Does get tagged just a little bit.
Yeah, but that's all good. Really close and aggressive here is Flusher, but at the M4, not really much of an issue at all. And Dennis, clean work with the CSET 75. You have to appreciate that. I mean, we saw some pretty good comebacks happening in the North Astralis game, where I think North got, what, 11-4 in the first half, and then still went into overtime. And they did eventually win, but still, it's possible. It's doable on overpass.
Yeah, you never really can give up, right? I mean, that's the beauty of CS. That's why we have seen comebacks like that happen in the past. And so, I mean, if you're Navi, you can't get too comfortable. And that's the thing. When you have such a successful first half, we even saw them kind of letting their foot off the gas towards the end of the first half as well. They definitely looked like they were capable of ending at 14-1, but you know, the over-aggression, it ended up catching up with them a little bit. It seems like they lost their focus towards the end there. Now going into the second half, they're just so close, but you're still closing it out against the likes of Olaf, JW, Flusha. I mean, guys who know how to thrive in these sorts of situations.
We'll see. There was a tactical timeout called for Navi, so a good attempt, a good mechanism to slow down everyone on the team and refocus and have a brief conversation about what's coming up next. And it looks like it will be all AKs here on the Navi side, down towards the B bomb side.
A little bit light on the nades, though, so this is going to be a bit of a run-and-gun sort of scenario. Late on the flash. The team flash comes through. Navi, this is a disaster. There's the HE! So much damage. Cribs, 2 kills, and a 3rd one as well to follow it up.
They were all grouped up. That may as well have been a landmine on the first 2 players there. And now it's seized and simple. The last 2 ones left, and they've made almost no impact on this bomb side.
And for those of you who watch NIP, you might be getting flashbacks. I mean, just because, yeah, that single flash completely screwed everything up for Navi. If they're running in with the flash, they catch Crims with an HE in his hand. Instead, Crims is like, oh, here, let me go ahead and just line this up perfectly. Couldn't have worked any better. And so Navi, they stumble over their own feet in this round. That's it. 1v4 situation, and C's might as well think about trying to save the AK, let alone try to take the fight to Fnatic.
Yeah, at that point, you almost just want to continue, even if you can't see anything, you know? Especially in that monster tunnel, because you can cause the death of all of your teammates if you stop. So, got to be real careful about that. 28 seconds here. I think he spotted out JW, but he does not have a lot of health left here. JW is being really noisy, but it doesn't matter. Running headshot with the AK, and Fnatic win yet another round. So slowly building the comeback. Now I'm getting interested. Now you're piquing my interest here. I'm wondering if it can. If he could turn into something more for the Swedish side. And
if they have the strong economy, which they certainly do now,
yeah,
always going to have the anti-rush nades. They're going to be able to afford the AWPs for anybody who wants them. I mean, look at this situation here. Cribs with the spot. They're all blind. It takes them an eternity to get out of there, but it's too late. By the time that HE is in the air, you know they're just going to take so much damage. But that's a team flash. That is brutal. 14-7, and well, Navi on a half buy.
Yeah, but a great one. Old Eagles.
Let's go. Uniformity.
Yes, I like it. Just no one's on the outside this time. Flusher going to be walking in. Takes a bit of damage from Guardian. The grenade going to return a hell of a lot. He was the one player without any armor. So 95 damage. Ouch.
Naturally.
Hey, it's 4 more health than you need, Semler.
Exactly.
That's the way to think about it.
Guy was hitting crazy shots at the op earlier. He's got the Deeg now. He's got to channel his inner Nico. We can see something magical here. Everybody's still alive for Navi, and they've canvassed the map at this point, so they have the bomb still posted up outside of long. It seems like it will be that wrap through mid towards this A site. Bit of the rush, but can they find a shot? A pick would be huge right now.
Dennis, I like how safe he's playing this, especially with the backup behind him here. Should be pretty good. But that's the headshot coming in from C's. They will take down Simple as a return. 40 seconds left on the clock here. Again, using those grenades to block off long is definitely not a bad idea. But his backup is gone for a moment. Now they're rotating in all of Mice to try and make sure they still have the presence here on the A-bomb side. There's Dennis taking down Flamey. And it's looking better now for the Fnatic side.
That's the bomb as well, so Crims is going to start rotating up towards the A site. They do decide to challenge at the end, and that's all Navi were hoping for. 14 seconds left on the clock, and now they can get the bomb plant because Dennis, Seized, is still alive to cover it. Somehow, though, JW making the difference yet again. The headshot. From a headshot angle as well. It's not even like Seized was badly positioned. That's a hard shot to hit, and JW, he made it happen.
They probably could have got the bomb plant. I think they actually wanted to try and fight for the win instead. They thought, you know, if we can challenge JW and kill him, then we're 2 versus 1 and with the bomb plant down. So still, that's a scary round for Fnatic. They almost lost to those Deagles, but in the end, came out on top, and now they're inching their way closer, 14-8. It's now only a 6-round gap here. This can be done.
I was about to praise them, too, because I was like, oh, look at how clever they are. You know, they're falling back, playing retake. They have the nade advantage, the gun advantage, everything going their way. Fnatic, all they do is not peek, and sure enough,
they all peek.
They all peek into Deegs.
Gotta be careful. 23rd round here. Very standard setup coming in from the Fnatic side. Nothing out of the ordinary. You can tell they're playing a lot more grouped up than Na'Vi were, and this is also why we were commenting on it on the first half, right? Where Na'Vi had just Simple by the restrooms and then 4 people in B. Now Fnatic have a bit more of a group going on where sort of, you know, 2A, 3B, and now they've got even a guy rotating fairly quickly back and forth if they need to.
Good methodical play coming out here from Na'Vi. Slowly clearing out long, making sure that restrooms is open as well. So it does seem like they're going to want to make their way up towards this A site fairly soon once again. But Dennis now, he has that AWP in play, holding towards long. Saw him hit shots with it in the last round, so why not?
Are they going to go for the triple boost?
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Guardian going to be up on top. Bidding a bit slow setting it up because they need that smoke to be there before it's too late. And taking their time now. Guardian is in position, and there is a guy by the truck. This could be lethal. If he moves out of position here, Dennis, he could be gone without even having any chance to see what's coming. But they cancel it, and you got to be careful when taking that long because that smoke, when it disappears, everything gets just a bit weird for you. Guardian goes down. Flusher with the kill on Seized as well. And Fnatic strong in this round, it seems like.
So sick. I still love to see that triple boost, though. Maybe a little rusty on it, though. Definitely behind. Olafmeister just going to hunt them down. Shoots Flamey in the back, but it doesn't matter. Flamey whips around, takes his head off. And a 3-on-3. Well, this is going to get awkward for Edward. Somehow, unbelievable. He survives. Here I am thinking, that's it. He's going to be screwed. He's not going to have any money in the next round. He's going to die. And yet, no.
I mean, if there had been a minute left at that point, then Navi would have just gone for it, wouldn't they? Unbelievable.
Well, 25. I mean, they have kind of slowed down here on the kill feed, Navi. I mean, they got so far ahead in the first half that, right, you know, 25 kills, but Simple got the majority of those in the first half. So we got to see them actually kind of pull things together here, Navi, because it's starting to get a bit close. This is uncomfortable. 14-9.
Oh, I think Fnatic know. They know in their bones now that this can be done. They can come back into this game easily. They already are. They've won 6 rounds in a row. They're making it 14-9. They have all the money they could possibly want. And Navi not quite coming up with the answers yet, and especially I think some of the opening duels, they're losing just too many of them.
Oh, indeed. Flusha. Where's the shot? And Flusha, he gets traded. Good spacing from Navi, and this is the opening they were looking for. Out onto the A site. They were expecting Dennis to be in the restrooms, and there it is. Simple steps in, trades We're into a 3-on-3, but Olfmeister is alive on the A side, and he can make the difference here for Fnatic.
That's a great headshot, but he's down to 22 health, and they know that Guardian is somewhere over along there now. A minute left, and the rotation is starting to happen here. A lot of backer coming into Olaf's position, so we'll see if Guardian can find the kill regardless. They are trying to see if they can spot him out. A bit of a flashbang. They do line up, and, well, it's going to be a 1 for Seized and 1 for Guardian. And that leaves Crims 1 versus 2, and they've done so well, Fnatic, to get this far back into the comeback. They need a big clutch coming out of Crims, and he's been playing very well already. Now he's walking out of the back. The spray is perfect, taking down Guardian, but now Seized on the other side of the boxes. Going to fake it out with a pistol. Seized, not interested, and takes him down, putting Navi at map point here.
Oh, the timing. Unbelievable. Cribs just going for the swag play, but not going to happen, man. Just not going to happen. StarSeries through the water. Is it a mirage?
Yeah, I was gonna say something different. I'm just gonna keep it.
And in case you're wondering, yeah, NiP versus MVP is gonna be the next match coming up, and to close out the night, we're gonna have a monster match. It's gonna be SK versus VP.
You're right. I had almost forgot about that, but that is gonna be the last game of the day, so that'd be worth sticking around for.
Ooh, see, it's like Edward appears in the mirage just like that, you know. All of his fans around the world, they're like, I knew it. He's always there.
Yeah, I feel like if you're so much a fan of Guardian or sorry of Navi that you see Edward when you're out in the nature, that's too much. Need to slow it down.
I mean, Edward does have that kind of like smile, right? Where it's like you could see him in the clouds, just like smiling down, like yes.
Yeah, I think the feature they did on him for one of the majors was really cool.
Yeah,
his sort of whole life biking next to it, he's really into that, and just yeah, I could understand why people would be a fan of Edward.
I just love those features that Valve do.
Yeah,
man. They're so sick. I mean, more of that. The one with Neo as well.
Yeah, but I did like the one about Neo, but I think we need to do like another one on Neo. I'm gonna petition them to do another one.
Just do you know what? Like all the other players, that's cool and all, but just do the rest of them on Neo. Thanks.
Yeah, no, it's not that. I just think I think the Neo feature was good. I just want I want an in-depth analysis of his career path. Like you could almost chart it, for like how much of a high point did he hit in 1.6, and then how much of a low were they actually on in the beginning of Global Offensive, and the whole all of it is very interesting. Someone should do that. Someone should spend the time. 15-9, ladies and gentlemen, and we are in the 25th round after a quick timeout here, and we'll see if Fnatic can continue the comeback. They have actually done a very good job here in the second half, but tragically for them, the first half was pretty much non-existent, so they might still lose the map. Olaf close here with a max 7, gonna get 2 tries, but not even a third strike.
No, 13
worse than in
HP.
California.
That's horrible. That is. Wow, does a lot of damage to Guardian. He's looking for the trade, and he's going to find it. But again, he gets tagged as well. Right through the smoke. Flusher goes charging. But we lose JW in the meantime, and so it's a 2-man, now a 3-man advantage for Navi, and this is looking like it's it. It's all on Cribs. He clutched it before, but now this is a bit of a tall order. He's got an M4. Let's pick that up off of his fallen teammate.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
he even knows that he's got a man at his back.
Yeah, there's nothing that Crims could do at this point. Absolutely nothing. And now he's been tagged down a bit, so Navi, they let them believe it for a little bit. They thought, okay, we'll give them some rope to hang themselves with, and there it is at the end. Navi winning the map here in a best-of-1 against Fnatic. I mean, if you discount the 6 rounds that they won here in the second half Fnatic, it was just all Navi show, and that first half was ridiculous. Guardian and Simple simply outclassing Fnatic in that first half.
It never really looked like Fnatic were able to find their footing in that first half. It was Guardian dominating with the AWP. It felt like every round he had a double kill rolling for him, if not a triple. And then past that point, Simple with the ultra aggression. It's just sick to see Navi, at least on the CT side, feeling very comfortable in overpass. There was I think it was more just like moments of nerves that got in the way with Navi, their ability to close it. When they got to 14, they started stumbling, they started flashing themselves, things that really threw a wrench in them being able to actually win that map.
So when Simple joined up with this roster the first time around, I think that sort of if for every Navi fan in the world, you thought, oh, if we get the best of Guardian, the best of Simple, that's it. You don't need anything else, right? And that's just never happened. But this game, it actually did. And if that is a pattern that can be replicated again and again, that's scary for anyone playing them. That's got to be horrifying.
I mean, I just feel like a lot of these super teams, right? These new teams that are coming up.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying the same thing. Shox and Kenny
together.
like that. Just think of that powerhouse potential.
Yeah, if it works, then it really works.
Yeah, they're up 2-0 so far. Both of them are up 2-0. You know what's the best scenario now, Anders?
Go on.
Boom. They meet tomorrow in the winter match. They're both 2-0. It's possible. Navi G2. Let's go.
I would like to see that.
That would be so sick.
Definitely like to see that.
We're going to throw it over to the analysts now, hear what they have to say about this match.